Capital University Museum of Three Cultures house the collections that depict the distinct cultures of the northern Mindanao's tribe peoples. A cultural biography of Madame Laureana San Pedro Rosales, founder of the Capital System of Schools. A display of the rich and colorful cultural heritage of the people of Northern Mindanao. Welcome to the Capital University Museum of Three Cultures. The museum was launched in 2007 and formally opened in May 2008 as a special dedication to the founder of Capital Systems of School, Madame Laureana San Pedro Rosales, who started her educational apostolate in Mindanao in 1951, consequently serving its three diverse cultures: the Maranao-Marawi, the migrant lowland cultures of Iligan, Cagayan de Oro and Bukidnon, and the indigenous peoples of northern Mindanao. Thus, the origin for the name Museum of Three Cultures. It is an institution within the organization of Capital University. The expanding collections consist of objects representing the rich history of human cultures of northern Mindanao, showcasing prehistoric objects, archival collections, archaeological artifacts, ethnic crafts, and the most extensive Maranao antiquities collection in the entire Mindanao. An educator, Madame Laureana San Pedro Rosales started her private collection of Maranao artifacts she acquired during her apostolate in Mindanao in 1950s. Madame Laureana San Pedro Rosales was born in Limay, Bataan in 1925 in modest circumstances. She was the sixth of the 8 children. She lost her father when she was still young, succumbing their family to further hardships. But her widowed mother became their unwavering tower of strength. In 1942, the young Laureana San Pedro, already 17, bore witness to the horrible World War II Bataan Death March, the torture, starvation, and disease. She is one of the thousands of civilian refugees along with the American and Filipino prisoners during the war. Adding to her despair is the death of her mother at the height of the war.
Upon which surrender of the Japanese imperial forces is here to be given and accepted are contained in the instrument of surrender now before you.
The war ended and she survived, and with purpose, life goes on for her. Amidst hardships, she pursued her education while working and obtained the elementary teacher certificate in 1947 at Philippine Normal School. She then taught at Limay Elementary School in Limay, Bataan, and Cosmopolitan College in Manila. Her marriage to engineer Cicenio Rosales landed her in Butuan City, where she taught in Agusan colleges in Butuan. 3 years later, she taught at a private Islamic school in Marawi where she served in the 50s and 60s and crusaded to educate the Maranao women. In 1964, she founded Iligan Capital College with her own vision of education of the total human being. It's a start of the Capital System of Schools that includes Cagayan Capital College, now Capital University, and other institutions. A testament to her dedication to human spiritual development, she was given the Papal Pro Ecclesia et Pontifice in Balanga, Bataan in 1993. Conferred with the Papal Nuncio Award in the year 2000 and Dame of the Pontifical Order of St. Sylvester in 2000. In 2004, she was conferred the Doctor of Humanities honoris causa from Sokan University in Tokyo, Japan. The Gallery Rawari, after the lumad name of the river that traverses the Matigsalog and Manowo communities of southern Bukidnon, functioned as the museum's art gallery. Gallery Rawari is the first full-time art gallery in Cagayan de Oro with its own curator. Its primary goal is to promote the local promising artists and their artworks. The gallery presents a changing exhibition and is open to outside exhibitors, artists, and art groups who want to avail of the gallery space. The gallery is the excellent venue to experience the budding artist exhibitions of fine arts. Kasaysayan Gallery houses a mixed collection of historical and ethnological objects. A mitre of a religious icon, possibly of St. Augustine, in painted carved wood from Hispanic era. A floral medallion of concrete, an architectural detail from the St. Augustine Cathedral when it was renovated in 1946. This coral stone was imported from China in 1845 to build the San Agustin Church in Cagayan. This liturgical vestment or linen was used in Hispanic time. Also, the signature that President Elpidio Quirino affixed on the ceremonial copy of Republic Act 521 creating the city of Cagayan de Oro is part of the collection. Main collection of the gallery includes rare period photographs of some of the historic events of Cagayan de Misamis during the Hispanic and the American era. Objects commonly used during the olden times are also on display. A wooden mortar and pestle is used to grind various grains for home use. A fermentation jar for vinegar or the native coconut wine, tuba. This reproduction of a Juan Luna painting is by Alfonso Ongpin, probably the only known Luna in Cagayan. Ongpin produced this original frame in gold leaf plaster of Paris. The gallery's prehistoric showcase includes rare collection of archaeological artifacts found in Huluga Open Site, a prehistoric site in Cagayan de Oro. These obsidian flakes obtained from the site were believed to have been sourced from trade exchange. An obsidian glass is an extruded material from an erupting volcano. An animal jaw bone, probably part of the diet of the prehistoric Cagayanon. Earthenware shreds showing various incised designs. A meteorite, a whale harpoon, similar to the whale harpoons used in the Visayas at the time the Ming Dynasty in China, and various porcelain shreds of Chinese tradeware ceramics were all found at the Huluga Open Site.